final here at Infinity G3. All the way down to the bottom of the map. In red, we have for Team Rocket, Hyun. And I think the Protoss fans need to show some love for the boss toss because he's in trouble. Starting to the top right, we have MC.
Why do I feel like America is up 2-0 versus Europe right now? These guys, man. All right, MC, it looks like there might be a gateway opener here. And from here, you will probably go for a Nexus after the gateway, and then something like a big pressure. What we've seen a lot out of gateway openers, especially on maps like this where it's hard to take a third base, is 4 gates pressure into Immortal Push, which MC is one of the very best at. Not quite the best, San is probably the best at it. But MC's version is different though, sometimes with a 4, so I will feel so smart if he does this, now that I've said that. Just like goes gate, he expands, and then he 4-gate pressure into Immortal Push.
For me, it's just like a question whether what exactly Hyun is going to do. He's top 2-0 in a best of 5. Like, you have the best chances to win that. You can do whatever you want. You can play greedy. You can go for a rush. You can just always try to surprise your opponent. You have just options that your opponent doesn't have at this point. And if you keep him guessing what you're doing, but just changing your build-up and the style that you use, it's going to be so super difficult to adapt. And MC kind of has to come up with a new game plan. Because what he tried so far didn't work at all.
Yeah. It's really cool how that probe of MC met the overlord of Hyun on the left-hand side, and they both knew.
This is just weird, by the way. Like, those votes, the more games MC loses, the more people think that he is going to take the best of 5. That doesn't make any sense to me.
They're like the sickest degenerate gamblers. Like, they try to pick the underdog, like, considering what happens. They thought MC was the favorite, so they voted Hyun, and now he's down 0-2. They're like, I want to be that smart guy that predicted him to come back.
It's probably just all the Protoss players.
All a bunch of
royalties.
All a bunch of royalties on Twitter, man. All degenerate gamblers.
Well,
Hyun actually skipped on the 3rd hatchery in this game just because he wasn't able to get a quick scout onto MC. Like, he went to the left-hand side, and like I said, the overlord met the probe, and then they both turned around immediately. That's how good these guys are. Like, a lot of players wouldn't even realize from there, like, for sure, exactly what that means, but they don't. And yeah, Hyun from there, he's just gonna stay on 2 bases for a little bit longer. Maybe you go for something like an extra queen. Oh, actually, no, it looks like he wants to throw down that 3rd hatch just a little bit delayed. So that means he's not going to have gas for a very long time in this game. And MC is going to be able to see that here very soon. He might lose his probe for it, though.
I mean, 3rd hatch...
no, he doesn't go. Sorry.
3rd hatch between 4 and 420 is actually pretty traditional here. So yeah, it gets that 3rd base up.
He doesn't go into the main, so MC doesn't know if there is a gas or not. And he still gets the standard stalker that you will usually get at this point. Oh, wow, that overlord in the main. Getting cheeky here. Staying there. That's going to cause a chrono boost on the gateway, so that's...
He's going to get the overlord.
Yeah, he's going to get it. Is he going to go for the additional gateways?
Well, the party head is moving back into the base, and the Mothership Core, of course, preventing the circuits from taking it down. That overlord is going down in just a few.
You know, that could cause for MC to go for a completely different thing from there. Just because he's killing that, he knows that there is not going to be any other overlord close by, so he could do something crazy, like a Twilight and DTs in his main, which would be impossible to start here for Hyun. And no, he's not going to go... Okay, he goes for this target. And he's not going to go for the gateways. He went for the double gas quickly after the 2nd Nexus. You think Oracle?
I mean, after he started the Oracles in the last few games, I guess that's what he's going to do again. I would like to see Phoenixes, though. Like, it was good unit with, like, really good unit control. First of all, you limit the scouting information.
The Lynx! The Lynx! Look at these ninjas!
Oh my god, they get into the main base. He's going to scout it, doesn't he?
He's going to see the Stargate here.
This must be super annoying for MC right now. First of all, you kill the Overlord, you feel great, and then you just let 2 Zerglings run into your base, and suddenly the entire tech is up again.
I think MC might do something like throwing down additional gates now and go for Oracle plus Big Zealous Warping onto that 3rd base of Hyun to try and break it or do damage. Or maybe even force Roaches. And then if it goes bad, you just get Void Rays, like 1 or 2. Oh, he gets a Forge. MC's... I mean, even I don't know what he's doing right now. Like, he's playing it really weird. Maybe, I guess, Hyun is anticipating what I just mentioned, so he's trying to mix it up a little bit differently because of that.
But I mean, Hyun is playing this super safe once again, if you look at it. He has a tech into layer, Well, not really like super safe. It's not like he has like speed already up and is like getting a ton of units out there. Without the speed upgrades, it's tricky for him against the Stalkers now. And of course, he knows that there's not too much of a gateway commitment by MC yet. But we have him just spreading the creep, trying to get that advantage. The fast attack into lair that he's opting for here, taking that gamble. But he's not like opening him up to a lot of potential aggression. And with the economy that he has, or that he will have, as soon as he really drones up on those 3 bases now, it's going to be great.
You know, Hyun didn't even start speed yet. Even though he has the gas and the money, he only takes to lair. I wonder, what's the reason behind this? I think it's probably a mistake. There's no way you will try and skip a speed right now. Like, you always need to get it.
But there's also no way that he doesn't realize that he does not have speed. I mean, there it is.
Yeah. But maybe he thought he started it when he didn't. That's the problem.
That could definitely be the case.
Now he's going to start it. Looks like MC wants to go for a 3rd base. A pretty quick one. He gets a Void Ray behind this. That means he's going to be safe against Roaches. But Hyun has no intention to go into Roaches. He actually skips the Roach run. Once again, he gets the Hydra then. And I think this is going to be maybe a full Hydralist Zergling bust here onto MC, which MC at DreamHack, he played a few times against this. I think there was a Zerg against Switch. He pulled it off and he held after a similar opener. But he lost the one time on Merry-Go-Round where he ran for this against Saxtree, who had just too many Hydralists and Zergling. And those were the same position too, I think.
Well, if he gets the Hydralist out, I think there's a really huge chance that he's going to lose it again, because at this point, I mean, this looks really, really good for Jan. Straight into the lair tech, prioritizing that over the speed upgrade for the Zerglings for the first 100 gas. We have 2 more Stargates coming down for MC, and he's up against those early Hydras. Like, if there's going to be a Hydra push, is there any chance, in your opinion, that he can hold that with triple Stargate?
It's going to be so hard. He's going to need a lot of Zealots. When you do this, you need a lot of Zealots and Sentries on the ground to be able to force field the army and use Guardian Shield as well. Guardian Shield is so important. Basically, the ground army is going to do the tanking while the Void Rays are the DPS. But in this case, since he went for double Oracle, he's just going to have so much less in terms of army. And, you know, he was on 1 target for a long time as well. And then he made the +1 air upgrade, which I'm not sure he's going to finish on time. And even if it does,
I mean,
he's going to be up against a lot of Hydras.
Look at how he spreads his creep. Let alone, like, every single time he gets the chance, he pushes those creep tumors farther towards that 3rd base. That's going to speed up those Hydralists a lot. 4th base is already taken. Speed upgrade for the Hydralist. And he's just getting Hydras, and more Hydras. That +1 attack upgrade is going to finish by the time he arrives at the top. If he goes, within the next few seconds, MC is going to have a horrible time holding this.
He's actually about to be supply blocked. No, pylon finished. Still okay for now. Ooh, the Oracle. MC going for the Twilight here is going to be getting charged basically as soon as he can. He's actually short on gas right now. Maybe you've got a few too many of these sentries. And MC, he's feeling confident because you see he's still making a lot of probes. He's taken gases at the 3rd base very quickly.
Zerglings built, and he's just going for it. Jan is going for it, and he's moving out. The creep carpet that he has towards the top is helping him out a bit. The speed upgrade for the Hydralist is soon to be done.
It might be too early. It might be too early.
How many Hydras does he have?
Mistake. He has 17 Hydras. This might be the classic mistake that a lot of Zergs do, where they go too early. Oh, he's going to get the links in, though. He can just let the links in and pull back with the Hydralists.
He goes straight into the main base. The Hydras are starting to take care of the Void Rays. In the main base, we have the Zerglings starting to do damage. The probes are trying to escape. 68 versus 66 Harvesters. And still Hydralists moving in, taking down the sentries, but not before they can drop a few additional force fields.
Yeah, the double photon overcharge really going to help in buying time here, but Hyun is rallying a lot of units across the map. He might go for some of these buildings in the wall to try and bust it later. The links finally were killed in the main, and MC saved most of his probes that he transferred. Whoa, Hyun is just donating units here.
16 additional Hydras on the way. The Hive Tech has already started. The +2 attack upgrade is also on the production tab now. Jan moving back. MC helping out with a huge amount of Void Rays, and he's still going for the triple Void Ray production, whereas the Zerg opponent is just throwing more Hydras into the battle now, massing up a second army that he could send against his opponent.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't the best of trades here by Hyun, but he slowed down MC's tech. If he hadn't attacked for like 1 or 2 minutes, then MC would have charged. He would be taking to Templars and Storm. And once you reach Storm, you just do so much better against this type of army that Hyun has, which is basically only Hydralisk. He doesn't even have a Roach for him.
A single probe, by the way, was taken out by that run-by that we saw into the main base. He didn't kill a lot of Harvesters, which leads us now in the position where we have 74 Harvesters versus 66 for Hyun. So MC actually way ahead in the Harvester count on 3 bases against 4.
Hyun, even though he's going to Hive, he's on such a low walker count. And he's still attacking. It doesn't really make sense the way he's playing this.
Well, he's just trying to muscle his way through the victory, and he has a massive amount of Hydras. If he can take down those Void Rays, it's not going to be easy, but we don't have the charge upgrade for the Zealots yet. He takes those Zealots out. If he gets a chance against the Void Rays, they are going to die. That's so much DPS for the Hydra list, and he's chasing them already, taking down one, taking down two.
MC is adding on 4 extra gateways, those who really help him in holding. There was no +1 yet from the Forge Main, and now he's going to be sniped, so that's going to help Hyun. Does he have enough here? Dash Ryan is halfway through done, by the way.
No energy for the Photon Overcharge, by the way. He used that twice already earlier, so he can't use that. Once more, the Void Rays trying to buy some time. 2 more dying.
The
and
Dash Ryan
Jan
is
is making his way in. It doesn't really matter. We have Overseer.
Yeah, but I mean, if you could snipe it and walk in
needs to kill it.
Yeah.
He needs to kill it somehow, just to know if he can. He's trying. He's trying to take it down.
Charge finishes. There are only 4 Zealots alive.
That's a lot of Void Rays, but the 2 that just came from the main base are already eliminated, and Hyun is still in his opponent's face. Another Photon Overcharge being dropped. Hyun is starting to focus the Nexus here. Once more, the Void Rays trying to buy some time. The Nexus is going down. If he focuses it like once again, that's only a few hit points. Even just taking it out to get rid of the Photon Overcharge would be a good move. And there it is.
MC is going to chase some of those units away. Actually, Hyun just pulls back a little bit. Hyun was 2-0 in attack upgrades.
He finished.
That's why this worked. He had so many Hydras.
He finished the second attack upgrade during the fight. Like, he had it halfway done when he started to approach. But look at those Voyages. He can't do anything with those. They're too low on points. There's nothing to shoot them.
17 kills.
This is going to be it. 24 army supply for MC. 56 for Hyun. 2 base against 4 army supply alone. So massively in favor of the Zerg play. And the GG is called as Hyun takes down MC with a 3-0. Wow.
America over Europe.
Absolutely impressive. Like, MC was such a dominant performance here at the tournament, and then suddenly we have Hyun in the semi-final claiming the victory, visibly happy about it, and for a very, very good reason.
This really felt